keep it moving, and I am gonna blow up your spot one of these days.
I have no idea about their business, but if someone owed me $200 million, then I would be in court, not on X. And I guarantee you, if she ever took that to court, that would be a huge story.
Hashtag Jay-Z, you ruined hip-hop, you ruined football, you ruined basketball, you ruined touring, you ruined Instagram, you ruined Twitter. The jig is up. All of this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. And she also is saying, she's mentioning Desiree, who is one of Jay-Z's.
You might as well say Jay-Z's the head of Doge. Jay-Z invaded Gaza. You might as well just come on, add some more to that.
The internet just hit the red panic button again. One exclusive clip drops. A few dramatic captions scream leak. And suddenly the timeline is acting like a global emergency summit just got live-streamed by accident. Nicki Minaj posts new footage. Jay-Z's name starts trending at warp speed. And social media turns into a digital courtroom where everybody is a judge, a lawyer, and a professional overreactor. No verified backstory, no full context, just vibes, volume, and viral thumbnails working overtime. This is the kind of online explosion that makes reality TV look like a slow documentary about drying paint. You've got reaction channels gasping. Like oxygen is optional? Meme pages moving like rapid response units. Comment sections fighting like it's a title match with emojis. One side yelling exposed, another yelling relax, and a third just selling popcorn in 4K. The exaggeration level is so high it needs air traffic control. Tonight we're cracking this whole viral moment wide open. What actually dropped? What people think it means, what got stretched like gym rubber, and how one clip plus internet imagination created a full drama tornado dot because when a video trends, before context shows up, you're not watching news, you're watching digital. Theater with Wi-Fi and zero breaks. The moment this so-called exclusive footage started circulating, the internet didn't walk. It sprinted, tripped, rolled, and still somehow crossed the finish line screaming. One post goes up, a few accounts slap on the word leak, and suddenly the timeline is treating it like classified files just fell out of a helicopter. No verified context package, no full sequence breakdown. Just a clip, a caption, and a crowd ready to build a 10-episode conclusion from 8 seconds of video. This isn't investigation, this is Olympic-level assumption with background. Music. Here's how these viral detonations usually form. A creator posts footage, new to some viewers, old to others, unknown to most. Drama pages repost it with turbocharged captions. This changes everything. He wasn't ready for this. Internet in shock. Notice the pattern. Emotional voltage, informational poverty. It's trailer narration, not reporting. You feel like something huge happened without being told exactly what happened. Within hours, repost accounts clone the clip like copy machines on espresso. Each version adds more spice. Interesting moment becomes tense reaction. Tense reaction becomes meltdown. By the time it hits your feed, the story has gone through more upgrades than a phone operating system. Same pixels, bigger claims, reaction creators jump in like storm chasers with ring lights and urgent voices. Thumbnails look like someone just saw a ghost drive a sports car. Titles ask questions they already answered emotionally. Why he lost. It. What this really means. Amazing. We reached the really means phase before we finished the what happened phase. Let's apply the unpopular but necessary speed bump. A viral clip is not a full narrative. It's a highlight. Social media loves the spike, not the setup. The 5 minutes before and after, the tone, the context, the sequence, rarely trend. Context is always the first thing voted off the island. Fan camps form instantly. 1. Group says the footage proves tension. Another says it proves nothing except creative editing. A third says everybody involved knew exactly what they were doing and the audience is the real unpaid actor. All three groups are typing like their keyboards are legally binding. Old interviews and past moments get pulled out of storage like holiday decorations. Previous quotes get replayed with brand new dramatic interpretation. Casual jokes suddenly sound like coded warnings. We are time-traveling context and dropping it into today's argument like surprise evidence. Nobody checks the timestamp, only the drama level. Meme accounts arrive with jet engines attached. Slow motion edits, zoom-ins, subtitles that were never spoken. Fake analysis graphics with arrows and circles pointing at expressions like their hidden treasure. Comedy and commentary blend into a strange smoothie. Half the audience laughs, half takes it literally. All of it spreads. Then comes the body language detective squad, also known as people with a pause button and confidence. Frame by frame breakdowns of facial muscles. Voice tone decoded like encrypted radio signals. Eye movement treated like courtroom testimony. We are now CSI Celebrity Vibes Division. Meanwhile, the phrase "this confirms it" starts trending, usually attached to something that confirms absolutely nothing except how strongly someone feels. Delivery beats documentation online every time. If it sounds like a movie trailer, it gets treated like a verdict. Important grounding line right here. What's spreading is reaction to a clip and interpretations layered on top, not a verified official narrative explaining the full situation. That doesn't make reactions fake. It makes certainty premature. But premature certainty gets better engagement. So guess which one wins the algorithm lottery. Engagement numbers shoot upward like they found a trampoline. Views stack. Stitch videos multiply. Duets appear like mirror reflections of outrage. The algorithm sits back like a casino owner. The house always wins. And the chips are emotional responses. Supporters say people are reaching like yoga champions. Critics say the moment speaks for itself. Neutral observers say everybody is overcooking a snack into a 5-course conspiracy meal. Nuance tries to enter the chat and gets asked to leave quietly. And just when you think the speculation engine has hit maximum RPM, it shifts gears because the internet never leaves a viral moment at interesting. Now the escalation phase kicks in like a stadium light show, loud, blinding, and impossible to ignore. What started as new footage turns into major exposure, then upgrades itself to career-shaking moment before anyone can even verify the timeline. This is where the clip stops being content and becomes a storyline, not a moment, a movie, not a reaction, a saga. The internet doesn't just watch drama. It installs surround sound and adds fireworks, reaction channels. Go into emergency mode like the algorithm just pulled a fire alarm. Every thumbnail looks like someone just discovered a secret vault behind a bookshelf. Shocked faces, red arrows, giant question marks pretending to be neutral journalism. Titles screaming, "He was not ready." And this says everything. Which is fascinating, because we still don't agree on what this even is. Live stream panels pop up everywhere. 6 boxes on screen. 8 opinions per minute, nobody landing the plane. It sounds like a podcast recorded inside a blender. Whoever talks loudest wins the round. Whoever asks for patience gets labeled suspicious. Calm analysis is treated like elevator music at a boxing match. Then comes the twist seasoning, interpretation. Inflation. One creator says the reaction looked tense. The next says it looked angry. The next says it looked like confirmation of a bigger hidden story. That's not evidence. That's rumor evolution doing push-ups. Each retelling adds protein. Powder.influencer. S outside the music drama lane jump in because trending gravity pulls everyone. Suddenly, creators who normally review tech, fitness, or snacks are delivering emotional breakdowns of celebrity footage like they were in the editing room. The algorithm sent an invitation. They are SVPD with confidence and zero context. Fan. Armies assemble at digital headquarters. Defense squads post long threads explaining alternate meanings, tone nuances, and missing context. Critic squads post clip compilations and comparison edits like documentary trailers. Each side calls their folder receipts. Most of it is screenshots and emotion wearing business casual. Meme culture hits maximum velocity. Courtroom edits. Fake interrogation overlays. Scorecards rating who won the moment. Dramatic subtitles that rewrite tone like fan fiction. Satire and seriousness start sharing a jacket again. After enough reposts, parody loses its label and gets adopted as proof. Congratulations, the joke just became evidence in the court. Of public opinion. Pop culture comparisons start raining down like confetti cannons. Commenters saying this moment is louder than reunion specials, messier than award show drama, more chaotic than a surprise diss track drop at midnight. Hyperbole is now on performance enhancers. Understatement packed its bags and left the country. Old footage gets pulled back into circulation like reruns suddenly treated as breaking news. Past interactions, unrelated interviews, historic jokes, all stitched together into mega threads titled The Pattern. Different years get glued into one narrative timeline with assumption tape. That's not always investigation. Sometimes that's cinematic universe building. The phrase "connect the dots" starts trending, usually followed by dots that were never meant to be connected. But once a graphic has arrows, people salute it. Visuals create belief. Layout creates authority. A clean diagram can sell a messy conclusion. Comment sections transform into digital courtrooms with unlimited jurors and zero judges. Nobody asks questions, they file verdicts. Replies stack like legal briefs written by people powered by caffeine and certainty. Minds rarely change. Volume always increases. Meanwhile, counter-creators step in, the context crowd. They warn about clip without sequence culture, remind viewers that viral doesn't equal verified, and suggest breathing before concluding. Naturally, both sides accuse them of bias. Nuance always gets drafted into a team it didn't join. Speculation expands into motive theories. Viewers start predicting intentions, hidden tensions, strategic posts, future fallout, all from fragments of footage and emotional readings. We built a skyscraper of conclusions on a sidewalk of confirmed facts. Architectural confidence is incredible these days. Engagement keeps climbing because controversy is algorithm rocket fuel. Every argument boosts reach. Every rebuttal expands distribution. Every angry reply feeds the machine. Platforms don't measure accuracy, they measure activity. Truth and traffic are distant cousins. Parasocial emotion mixes into the stew. Fans feel personally invested in outcomes they can't verify and don't control. Loyalty, rivalry, curiosity, all activated. It's empathy and entertainment in the same bowl again, the signature meal of viral celebrity drama. And right in the center of this digital thunderstorm sits one quiet, stubborn reality that refuses to trend. The reaction has grown far larger than the confirmed information. The echo is now louder than the original sound. The wave is taller than the splash that started it. Now the fallout phase arrives. And this is where the internet stops replaying the clip and starts rewriting the cast list. Not what happened, who everybody is. This is the upgrade from viral moment to character judgment. The timeline doesn't just watch drama. It assigns permanent roles like a casting director with no audition process and unlimited confidence. Watch the language transform. At the start, it was, "Did you see this clip?" Then it became, "I think this shows." Now it's, "This proves." That's the narrative hardening cycle. Question marks quietly disappear. Periods take over. Speculation grows muscles and introduces itself as fact's bodyguard. No documents required, just repetition and allowed delivery. Public perception becomes the battlefield grid. Supporters roll out context threads, longer cuts, alternate angles, tone explanations. Critics roll out comparison edits, quote pullouts, and theory timelines like they're pitching a streaming special. Both sides arrive armed with screenshots. Neither side arrives with the full production file. The middle ground gets trampled like grass at a sold-out concert. Balance doesn't trend, conflict does. Reputation math kicks in, the most confident fake science online. Commentators begin calculating impact like celebrity stock analysts. This hurts the brand. This shifts alliances. This changes the narrative. Charts would appear if charts could trend, none of it verified. All of it delivered like quarterly earnings reports for human beings. Relationship theories start stretching like overcooked cheese. Every past interaction gets re-examined. Every neutral moment becomes suspicious. If two people don't publicly respond fast enough, it becomes tension. If someone posts something unrelated, it becomes a coded message. Symbolism is now the official language of speculation. Media-style recap pages step in with polished threads, titled Full Breakdown and Everything Explained. Bullet points, clean graphics, confident summaries. It looks official enough to feel true, even when half of it is interpretation wearing a suit. Formatting creates authority.
Design
Creates belief. A neat layout can sell a messy conclusion. Comedy keeps crashing into seriousness at full speed. Parody edits, sarcastic voiceovers, exaggerated reenactments continue circulating. But after enough for posts, satire loses its warning label. Jokes get quoted as statements. Punchlines get treated like transcripts. Irony gets flattened by screenshot culture. Again, pressure builds for responses. Clarifications, statements, live streams, something. The audience wants closure like binge watchers. Want the next episode immediately. If a response appears, every word gets dissected like courtroom audio. Tone becomes evidence. Word choice becomes motive. A pause becomes a theory. If no response appears, silence becomes the headline. Motives get assigned like raffle tickets. Strategy, anger, legal caution, indifference. Guesswork puts on a detective hat and starts. Charging rent, brand consequence talk grows louder. Viewers start forecasting partnership reactions, fan loyalty shifts, platform effects, like reputation weather reporters, high chance of backlash with scattered hot takes. It sounds analytical. It feels smart. It's still mostly projection. With better vocabulary, then the fatigue curve shows up quietly. The same accounts posting hourly updates slow down. The all-caps commentators switch to sentence case. Drama exhaustion sets in, but curiosity never fully logs out. People say they're done while still checking updates. Attention doesn't leave. It sits down, and here comes the twist nobody advertises: memory revision. The crowd that shouted certainty starts saying, "I only said maybe." Strong claims downgrade into soft opinions. Bold declarations become just asking questions. Digital footprints put on disguises. Timeline survival instinct activates. The moment transforms from headline into reference point. Future arguments will say, "This feels like that clip." Situation. Congratulations. The event just entered internet mythology whether it deserved it or not. That's how viral legend gets manufactured. Fast, loud. Loosely SOURCED. Through all the noise. One stubborn truth stands like a streetlight in a storm. Amplification outran verification. Reaction outran record. Performance outran proof. The megaphone beat the microscope again, and the curtain never fully closes in celebrity internet culture. Nothing ends. It pauses. One new post, one new clip, one new reaction, and the sequel drops without a trailer. You just made it through another high-voltage internet drama breakdown. Clips flying, takes colliding, comment sections swinging verbal chairs like it's a championship bout. If your brain feels like it just binge-watched a controversy trilogy with surround sound and 0 commercial breaks, congratulations! You're officially built for this channel. If you want coverage that doesn't just echo the noise but grills, it flips it and pressure tests it with sarcasm and spotlight clarity, you already know you're in the right place. We don't just replay viral moments. We cross-examine the chaos. We don't just watch the storm. We map it, roast it, and label the thunder. So smash that like button like it owes you back pay. Subscribe like the next scandal is already stretching backstage, because it is. Turn on notifications so you don't show up late when the next celebrity shockwave hits and everybody suddenly becomes a certified expert in everything again. Now jump into the comments and drop your sharpest take. Overreaction? Master level trolling? Context getting body slammed by the algorithm? I want your verdict, your theory, and your most savage one-liner. Just keep it clever, not reckless. Spice wins. Wild accusations don't. Share this with that friend who believes every dramatic clip with suspense music and red arrows. Yes, that one. Consider it a public service with entertainment benefits. More breakdowns, more viral storms, more hype versus reality showdowns. Non-stop. Stay sharp. Stay skeptical. Stay loud. Fame blueprint, where viral chaos gets decoded and drama gets engineered into truth. The truth.